Minister Slingshot, blind people's story. This is General Degree. Keep watching. God bless. I could have who say, Granny no miserable. If you live with your granny, you will turn granny too. Boop.
Well, it's all about blind Minister Slingshot Medea with my blind brother from a different mother. Bro, it's a blessing to meet you. My right name is Anthony Sammons and you are?
Jerome Jackson.
Glory be to God. First, I want to give God thanks for the founder of Juicy Potty, Mr. Juki Chin, and his wife, Mrs. Edith Chin, for sponsoring these mic. I also want to give God thanks for my daughter, African Deborah, who is doing the videoing. Bless up my wifey. Yeah. Also want to give God thanks for Color Simit TV, Martin Claudimus up Simit. Also want to bless up Sister Mavis and your niece Den. Bless up all of our subscribers over there in England, Walsall, Manchester. Guys, continue to support our ministry. Continue to pray my wife and my daughter's strength. We really mean well. Sir Jackson, share with those who are looking and those who are listening. Now we are right at the Society for the Blind in Kingston. Bless up Miss Cunningham, the assistant admin. Share with everyone who is watching and listening. Do you have a pet name or nickname or any other name persons call you?
Yeah, I have a pet name, Professor.
Me like it. Glory be to God. Professor, I'm gonna ask you 7 questions. Reason for that, it's only because 7 is God's perfect number. And before I ask you how you lost your physical sight, I just wanna share with those who are watching and those who are listening that the Bible speaks of the first 7 men in the whole entire Bible that become a father at the age of 100 years old and a little over 100 years old. I'm gonna ask my daughter, African Deborah, just to go into the Bible and we're going to share. YouTube, those who are watching, those who are listening, Mr. Andrew Olness, yeah, Mr. Joe Kitchen, everyone in America, Canada, elsewhere in the world, Portland and Clarendon. I, Minister Slingshot, never knew the Bible when I have my physical sight. But thanks be to God, He would have blessed me with this gift concerning the Word. And I'm here to share with the world those who are able-bodied and disabled. So African Deborah, I'm just gonna ask you to go into the book of Genesis and I'm going to prove to those who are watching and listening that God can use a blind person, God can use a disabled person, and God can use any able-bodied person. So the first one, my daughter, is Genesis chapter 5, verse 3.
Genesis chapter 5, verse 3. And Adam lived 130 years and begot a son in his own likeness after his image and called his name Seth.
Second one, Genesis chapter 5, verse 6.
And Seth lived 105 years and begot Enoch.
Third one, Genesis chapter 5, verse 18.
And Jared lived 162 years and he begot Ehud.
Fourth one, Genesis chapter 5, verse 25.
And Methuselah lived 187 years and begot Lamech.
Fifth one, Genesis chapter 5, verse 28 and verse 29. Daughter, read it together.
And Lamech lived 182 years and begot a son. 29. And he called his name Noah, saying, This same shall comfort us concerning our work and toil of our hands, because of the ground which the Lord hath cursed.
Glory be to God. Noah's sons, Shem, Ham, Japheth, and their 3 wives, and Noah's wife. Those 7 persons was instructed by Noah what to do concerning the flood and the ark, and the rest is history. 6th one, Genesis chapter 11 verse 10.
Verse 10. These are the generations of Shem. Shem was 100 years old and begot Arphaxad 2 years after the flood.
7th one, the last one, Genesis chapter 11 verse 25.
And Nahor lived after he begot Terah 119 years and begot sons and daughters.
Glory be to God. I've never seen those scriptures with my physical eyes before, but God is good. God is great. Professor, the first question I'm gonna ask you out of 7, where in Jamaica you were originally born?
Well, I was born at the Panishtown Hospital.
All right, so the second question I'm gonna ask you, where did you attend school?
So I usually go to a school named Peachy Grove Primary, that's in St. Mary. And then I go to Salvation Army School for the Blind.
Share with Sister Mavis, yeah, and her niece Den, Colors Simi TV, Wayne, Claude, Shelley, everybody from Canaanites. You would have mentioned that you born at the Spanish Town Hospital.
Yeah.
Share with us, what was the reason or purpose you are now living in Kingston, but you are not in St. Catherine?
So when I lost my sight in 2001, I was admitted at the University Hospital for a couple of months, and then they realized that they couldn't do anything about my eyesight. So my auntie decided to take me into Kingston and send me to the Salvation Army School for the Blind.
Okay, thanks for sharing that. Okay, understand. All right, so the third question I'm gonna ask you out of 7, mommy and daddy is still around?
Well, my mom sadly passed 2021, but my father is alive and well.
Okay, and what's the relationship with you and your dad?
It's good, It's very good.
Thanks be to God. All right, the fourth question I'm gonna ask you, do you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I have 4 brothers and 1 sister, but unfortunately, again, my sister passed off last year.
My condolences.
Yeah. But
And you wanna share with those who are watching and those who are listening, what's the relationship with you and your brothers?
well, the one that me and him have the same mother. Well, 2 of them, we are from the same mom and same father.
Okay.
Our relationship is more closer.
Understand?
Yeah, but the other one, we're good, but that's not as close as the first one.
Thanks for sharing that. And the 5th question I'm gonna ask you, do you get any children?
Yeah, I have 1 daughter.
Okay, interested. Thanks for sharing. And what's the relationship with you and your daughter? Because you are blind, you have a daughter. What it's like? She, look out for you. What it's like?
Yeah, man, she's 9 now, and it's a pretty good relationship. We're very close. They said daughter more bond to them father, and I proved that. Yes, we have a very, 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 very father and daughter relationship.
Wow. I'm gonna ask you to repeat that, what you would have said for African Deborah, those in America, those from England. Can you just repeat that part concerning a daughter and their dad?
Yeah, they say when they come onto your daughter, the bonds between the daughter and the father is more closer more anybody else. So yeah.
Thanks for sharing that. I'm sure Sister Mavis and her niece Den and everyone in America, would have observed. Glory be to God. The 6th question I'm gonna ask you, who do you live with?
My wife and daughter.
Can you repeat that again?
My wife and daughter.
Yeah, interested. Before I ask you how you lost your physical sight, you want to share with Colosimi TV, persons from England, America, Jamaica, the 14 parish in Jamaica. Did you got married when you had your physical sight, or you met your wife when you lost your physical sight? Share that bit with us.
Yes, well, I met my wife 2014, and I was totally blind when I met her.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Man, whoa.
Well, we got married in 2019.
Yeah? Whoa. Thanks for sharing that. I just want to get a little bit more of your story. It seems really interesting because I never see my wife with my physical eyes.
Right,
Neither. Yeah, so I think you as a blind man and me as a blind man, both of us have loads in common. Yeah? So you want to share a bit with us how that relationship start with your wife, because you are blind and you know Stevie Wonder and you know Ray Charles. How that happened?
Well, you know, she was living in Kingston at the time, somewhere in Canton Spring. So I met her over the phone before. So when I met her over the phone, I remember I was playing with the keyboard, because I actually play the keyboard also. So I was playing the keyboard, and I remember she asked me to sing a song for her. And I remember the song I sang for her, the one that I Can Be Your Hero, Baby. And
Yeah.
she was like, yeah, she fell in love with the song and everything. Up to this day, she loved the song.
Wow.
And we started to talk until we get closer and closer. And the rest was history. People maybe encourage her not to talk to a person who are vision impaired.
Yes.
But one of the things she told me when we were getting together, she said to me that she wanted to know what it's like to date somebody who are visually impaired or somebody with a disability.
Wow.
Because she believed that can also help to increase her faith in God.
Wow.
So I said, okay then, and
wow.
yeah.
Amazing.
And you know, when she even come in and we was together and, well, still together, she find out that I can do a lot of things. You know, like I said, I wash, cook and clean and everything.
Yeah.
So everything just blend in, you know. So sometimes she not even remember that I'm blind. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow, that's a blessing. The 7th question I'm gonna ask you, I'm sure Miss Cunningham at the Society for the Blind and everyone in Jamaica, America, Claude, Wifey, African Deborah, Maypen, Clarendon, Portland, even me, myself, Minister Slingshot, General Degree, Mexican, everybody want to know, how did you lose your physical sight?
So in 2001, I was at my house with my father, and I got the news that one of my teacher from the primary school, she passed. So, you know, I follow him to the house. When I went to the house where my teacher passed, I remember after going there, I feel a terrible pain in my eye and my vision. I would have seen bare redness all around me. And my eye just went extremely red. I couldn't see nothing. Sometimes it just come back and everybody just look like, everybody just look red. It's like I was in a red world or something like that.
Wow.
Yes, and it was unbearable. The pain was so, you know, I feel like my head was just bursting in two.
Yes.
So my father would have to, he assist me back to the house. And my brother was living in Kingston at the time, and he called my brother. And they came for me and they rushed me to Fish Hospital in Papine. And when I went there, they said, this is bigger than them.
Wow.
And they give me a letter to go to UWI. When I went to UWI, they gave me an appointment to come back to them the October. And I got admitted there for about 5 months. I was there for 5 months. And after I was there for 5 months, they did an operation on me. They say there's cataract in my eye. They removed the cataract.
Yes.
After they said that I have a scar behind my retina. So they wasn't able to go into the back of the eye at the time. Yeah, so that's why I don't gain back my sight as I hope it will be,
Okay, so you are saying after you go to these eye specialists, they would have diagnosed that there's nothing else can be done for you to get back your physical sight?
Yeah.
Okay, wow. So, Professor, share with us what it's like for you when you would have learned that this is what you will have to live with for the rest of your life. As a young man, yeah, how did you react when you hear that news from the eye specialist?
At first, it's like I was dreaming because I know I used to running up and down with my friends. And when I go back to the country, I realized my friend them were just running up and down, playing cricket, football, and I couldn't do that. So it break me. It really break me.
Can imagine.
I felt like I wanted to just end my existence and stuff. But when I went to Salvation Army School for the Blind and I realized how the other students they move around, there was hope. And I see first actually jumping in the pool and swimming. Because that's blind person swimming in the pool, and
yes.
I learned how to swim also.
Okay.
And I learned how to play the instrument there, the bass guitar and stuff.
Okay.
And I did my CXC also there. Yeah, I did 6 CXC.
Okay. Yeah.
So, and I was able to do my CAPE subject at Quality Academic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, you sound brilliant, yeah? And your story are very inspiring. So far, my heart is blessed. And as I mentioned in the beginning, that we are at the Society for the Blind. You want to share with us, do you work? How do you support your wife and your daughter?
Well, gotta tell everybody that when you're vision impaired, it's very difficult to get a job. So, so when you come into the disability community, the employment level is very low, So in that now, I went to Hart College for Beauty Services where I did a level 3 in massage therapist.
Okay.
Yeah, so I do like house call and such and other things to help to bring in income.
Okay.
To help support my family.
Okay.
But I'm not going to say it's a smooth road. It's rough, despite the skill. I know when I go on the road, I go like corporate events, like when you're having a health awareness day or anything, I will come and do like massage for reduced cost. Like for example, you have like 20 persons.
Yes.
Or more, we do it at a reduced cost. And like our person will come in and do facial and those pedi and money.
Okay.
And such, yeah. So when we do that now, we get good feedback. A person love it, and also I'm a reflexologist too.
Can you repeat that one for those who are watching and listening?
Yeah, man, I'm a reflexologist. Yeah.
What's that?
So it's like on the sole of your feet and your hand, you can touch. It's our connection to your your organs in your body. So I can touch and know if your trouble sinus, like touching your fingers, certain part of your fingers, you can know if the person has sinus problem. You can know if the person is drinking a lot of water by touching it with the skin. You understand? There's a lot of things you can tell by doing that. And it's also, getting enough people don't know, sometimes massaging the foot and doing a reflexology on the foot, it helps the body to relax, the mind and everything. You understand?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so I do all of that and clients actually love it,
Oh, yeah? And that bit that you share with us, you are certified in that area?
Yeah, I have a level 3.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Wow.
At the same time, I'm trying to finish up my degree at UWI.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Okay, so you are going to UWI as we speak?
Yes.
Okay. How much years do you have left? Just wondered.
Just 2 semesters and I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah, but I would say it's challenging a lot of things there. Like the employment is very challenging because you struggle to get, and it's not like for the massaging, it have the time when you can go and do, like when you come onto the Christmas part, yeah, in November, you have a lot of activity those time, but other times in the year,
Yes.
you have a lot of challenges.
Wow. Thanks for sharing that, my brother. As I've said, your story is really inspiring and you sound brilliant and you sound like a businessman. Yeah? You want to share with us how old are you?
Well, I'm 35, thank God.
Okay, yeah? Yeah, man, you are an ambitious young man. You are brilliant and you really bless my heart. So, for those who are watching and those who are listening, if there is somebody out there want to give you a job, yeah, for that massage, repeat the name again?
Massage therapy?
Yes. So if somebody say, all right, Professor, I have a job for you, how can they get in contact with you? Do you have an office or a location or a telephone number you could just share with us?
So I'm mobile. So person who have any activities, they can actually contact me on my telephone number. You can call me or WhatsApp me on 815-6997. Or they can email me at jkmobilespa@gmail.com.
Glory be to God. Yeah, man, thanks for sharing that. I just want to say thanks for giving us the opportunity to share your story. And before I close, before African Deborah turn off the camera, is there anything else you would want to say to those who are watching from Walsall in England, Manchester? Anything you want to say to those who are watching from Portland? Anything you want to say to anyone, Sister Mavis in America? You could just go ahead, please.
Well, I just want to say that never give up. It may be rough at times and you feel like there is no hope, but you have to try to just pull your head above the water. You understand? Because giving up is so easy, but don't fall to that temptation. Stay strong, have a firm mind, and know what you want, and just go for it. Don't wallow in self-pity, because self-pity won't help. Just be confident in yourself, and you will do it. And one of the things that Minister Singshot I always say, when I was doing my degree,
Yes.
and also doing music, and even anything that I'm doing, and I have challenges doing it.
Yes.
One of the things these Psalms always stay with me. Philippians 4 verse 30.
Wow.
And you know that one. I can do all things through Christ.
Powerful.
Yeah, so
Wow.
I always say that one 7 times every time. You know,
Say how much time?
7 times every
Might
night.
say it again.
7 times.
Wow.
And
You see it. 7 is God's perfect number, my brother.
Yes, and the reason why I said that, any barriers that is
Wow.
there. Remember the story where they march around the wall of Jericho 7 times. And the
Mighty
wall,
God, and the rest was history.
yes, it came crumbling down.
My
so
God.
any barriers that is there,
Wow.
that 7 times you say you can do all things through Christ, any barriers is in your way, I know
Mighty
that God
God.
will just break
Shape,
it down.
man of God, you are saying to those who are watching and listening, read Philippians 4 verse 13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me 7 times
7
and watch
times.
God work.
Yes.
Amen,
and see,
my
like
brother.
when you break down that wall, when they march around that wall of Jericho 7 times,
Yes.
that's why all barriers that in your way, any obstacle, God will just remove that, break any barrier.
Wow.
And you will be
Wow.
successful.
Wow, man of God, thanks for sharing your story. African Deborah, thanks for holding the camera. I do what I do over the time from my heart, yeah, and I work by the Spirit. I never knew that you have a knowledge of the importance of 7. Look at that. And
Yeah,
I
man.
start it off in the interview. That is it. 7 will always be God's perfect number.
Yeah, so real.
Wow, and I just want to say before we close, for any producer, musician out there, you also can play the keyboard well.
Well, I play keyboard, I'm more comfortable with the bass guitar.
Wow, amazing. I think you are talented. Yeah, man, you are talented.
I try to do my best,
You are talented. And I'm sure persons is going to give you a call because of the talent that you have. And God is with you. And how old is your little daughter? 9?
Yeah, she's 9.
Yeah, man. Heal up your wife and your daughter for us.
Yeah,
and
man.
thanks for sharing.
You're welcome.
Thanks for those who are watching. God bless you, Miss Cunningham. Yeah, the admin for the Society for the Blind. God bless everybody here in Kingston, Jamaica. Continue to keep on keeping on. Read it! Romans chapter 8, verse 31. It said, if God be for us, who can be against us? God bless you all. One love.